The power of a man on semen retention can not only be felt drastically within his own experience when it comes to his energy levels and how that affects everything he perceives, as well as how he perceives himself, and therefore why women look at him differently, perceive him differently, feel differently around a man who first and foremost has self-control. Second to self-control is a man who knows his value and no longer distracts himself from his greatness. And if you guys are new to my channel, I have done several semen retention videos, and honestly, it's something that's super, super important in a day and age that's really feeding off of a man's sexual energy with the over-sexualization through, honestly, any media app you have. You can see half-naked women, you can distract yourself with pleasure and allow lust to drive your life. And when it comes to a man's sexual energy, it's the most powerful energy we as human beings have. But if we don't have a grasp on its power, the power can actually lead to a lot more destruction than creation. May I add, sexual energy is creative potential. And whatever you are wanting to create as a man, it first and foremost comes with your understanding of how powerful, how magnificent, and how capable you are. But when you are feeding into all of these traps that are put on a man's trail, the more you're actually falling behind into a past version that may or may not be serving you right now. I'm not here to judge anyone on what they decide to do, whether it's watch porn, go on OnlyFans, subscribe to a ton of just provocative women. But I do want to ask you the question of what value, if any, is it providing in your life as a man? And the one benefit it could be adding is it makes you feel connection, a connection to what is an illusion upon your screen. A woman pleasing you in the ways that you get to use the screen for your advantage. But within that small advantage of you feeling pleasure and therefore maybe suppressing different areas of your life that you're not showing up for on a day-to-day basis, when you can commit yourself to, it doesn't have to be a year, it doesn't have to be a month. If you can just prove to yourself that you are capable of controlling your thoughts, you are capable of controlling your urges, and therefore you are capable of transforming your life in one that is actually pleasurable to live in, instead of using the pleasure that you get from all of these different sources that isn't coming from within, to use you and your potential, the potential you are investing into actually a weakness that is fueling your life. And for a man, it is your responsibility to save yourself in the way of providing a life that is fulfilling, that is connective, that is worthwhile. But for a lot of men, they suppress that area of creation because they either don't have enough energy, they don't know how, so they stop there with that question, how do I even do this? And stuck in a frame of mind that just creates limitation. And the only limitations you have are the ones you put your investment into by your energy, by the thoughts you think, by the beliefs you have. For a woman to see a man who has built a life for himself that fulfills him in a way of spirit, that can fulfill him and another person in a way of satisfaction, finding satisfaction in the life that once brought you discomfort and creating that comfortability for not only you to be in, but another person, your family. Because if you avoid the discomfort in your life, the more you are actually forming comfortability around the discomfort, the harder it is to let go of. We as human beings crave comfort. We crave being comfortable. And therefore, anything that is an unknown potential, an unknown in your life, is going to provoke within you some level of fear, discomfort. But the more you suppress that and you just sit back and allow life to run its course, the more you are actually running over the very areas of your life that need your attention, that need your perseverance, that need your discipline to make any room for the things in your life you are wanting as a man. And I truthfully believe no man belongs glued to their phone, watching women shake their ass on Instagram at God knows what time of day, spending hours on Instagram scrolling through these people's pictures that are curated for you to weaken yourself, and not being able to snap yourself out of that with the self-control you need to master your mind and therefore create the reality you are destined for. But a lot of people limit themselves because of their sexual urges, especially being a man yourself. And therefore, it's my responsibility as a woman today to reawaken the power you have within that is sourced from your sexual energy. And the more you lose yourself in the pleasure of what lust can provide you, the more you are limiting yourself for the full capacity of love to enter your life. The love that does not come from using another person or just seeing someone for their looks. How you get to get off as a man. Start getting off by how pissed you are with living a life you are not showing up for on a day-to-day basis. And make that the very motivator. Allow that to light a fire under you, for you to keep going and pursuing something worth your while instead of wasting your life away doing the same thing day in and day out. This life is up to you to create. And instead of blaming other people, instead of blaming your past, blaming yourself, start owning up to yourself today and cut out anything that is taking up room of thoughts in your mind, and release what needs to be let go of. And this takes courage. This takes accountability. This doesn't happen overnight. But time is going to pass anyways, so you might as well move in the direction that is actually going to be supplying you with nourishment and new opportunity. But if you're in your room every single night, falling into the trap of porn or falling into the trap of getting pleasure off of all these Instagram models, the more those people are benefiting off of your weakness, and the more you're suffering within your weakened mind. Your sexual energy is powerful, men, so use it for your betterment. Start controlling your urges by the power of breath, by the power of choice, and therefore showing yourself that you can trust yourself as you are staying committed to your word. So I hope today's video could encourage you, assist you. I make these videos just to kind of show the men who are on semen retention support, give any positive recognition I can for you to keep going and see the results of real life interactions entering your life by you cutting out the distractions. And I hope this video could help. And if it did, you guys, I do offer one-on-one coaching, and I would love to assist you further on this path or any other area in your life. So my email will be linked down below, and I would love to hear from you. And without further ado, you guys, hit the subscribe button, give this video a like, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.